We're on chapter 7, test review. We're going to do 14 and 15, and then I'm just going to talk quickly about 16. Just going to go over the directions basically to make sure you're clear on how to do the problem, but then the math you should be able to do on your own. Okay, number 14, Gertie ran 3/4 of a mile during physical education class, 3/4 of a mile during PE. Sarah ran 2/4 of a mile during the same class. How much further did Gertie run than Sarah? That's our question. Shade the model to show our answer. So again, here we go again. We're comparing, right? We're comparing Gertie's distance to Sarah's distance. So whenever we're comparing, we're finding the difference between the two, and difference means we're subtracting. Okay, so another way to model this subtraction using the model that they gave us here, because it said shade the model to show our answer, is we're going to start by shading in the distance that Gertie ran. So Gertie ran 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4. Okay. And then Sarah ran 2/4, so to show that we're taking away, we're going to X out 2 of those fourths. So X out that fourth, there's 1/4, and X out that fourth, there's 2/4. So what is left? Well, the only one that's left that hasn't been X'd out and is still shaded in is 1/4. So Gertie ran 1/4 of a mile further than Sarah. That's all it means. So it's just a word problem and a model that is showing a simple subtraction problem, right? 3/4 minus 2/4. That's all we're doing is 1/4. Okay? Alright, let's jump down to number 15. Teresa planted marigolds, that's a type of flower, in her garden, in 2/8 of her garden, and petunias, another type of flower, in 3/8 of her garden. Oh, that says and petunias. What fraction of the garden has marigolds and petunias? So that word and means we're going to be adding. So again, we're taking 2/8, that represents the marigolds, plus, because we have the word and, the amount of petunias, 3/8, and we're just simply adding. The denominators are the same, so we keep them the same. 2 plus 3 is 5. So we have 5/8. Okay? Pretty straightforward problem there. Now 16, same idea. All you have to do is take each one of these top mixed numbers and change them to an improper fraction. So I'll do the first one and show you how to do that. So the first one is 3 2/7. And remember, 3, I can rewrite 3 as 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? 1, 2, 3. And then if I want to rewrite 1, each one of these ones, as a fraction with a denominator of 7, remember I want to keep the denominator 7 because I want to keep the denominator the same. What is a fraction that equals 1 whole that has a denominator of 7? Well, just like we've talked about in other videos, 7/7 would be 1 whole. So I'm going to change that 1 to 7/7. I'm going to change this 1 to 7/7. And I'm going to change this 1 to 7/7. And then don't forget though, that's only the 3 part, right? I broke this 3 down into 1 plus 1 plus 1, but I still have this 2/7 that I also need to add on. So again, denominators are the same all the way through, and now it's just simple addition. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 7 more would be 21, plus 2 more is 21, 22, 23. So 23/7. Do I have 23/7? No, I don't. So this isn't going to go to any of these bottom ones. Okay. Now also notice the only place it could possibly go would have been to here, right? How do I know that? Well, if I look at the denominators of these numbers, this is a little trick to maybe do it a little faster, or at least get rid of impossible answers, or at least impossible for this particular problem. You'll learn later how we can actually change the denominator. But in this particular problem, I can tell quickly, well, this has a denominator of 7, and these, there's only one that has a denominator of 7, so this would be the only possible answer. But once I actually do the math, I see that no, that won't work either. Now, this next one has a denominator of 8, but there are 2 with a denominator of 8. But the nice thing is, for this one, we know it's not going to connect here, and we know this one isn't going to connect here. It has to go to one of these two. Okay, and then here 2 and 3/5. Well, we notice we don't have any that have a fifth down here, so we know that's not going to match up anywhere. And then we have 2 and 3/8. Again, it has 8 as a denominator. There is going to be 2 possible. It's going to connect to one of these 2. Which one of these 2 is equal to that? Okay, or maybe it's none, right? Which we found out on this one. It's not equal to any of these. All right, good luck, and I will see you on the next video.